Guys, hari ini kita bakal memulai series nonton bareng guys untuk video dari channelnya Is yang berjudul 1000 Player Simulate Civilizations Rich and Poor. Sebelum kita masuk ke video ini guys, aku pengen kasih kredit dulu ke Bohan yang udah ngebantu kita untuk nge-translate video yang durasinya ini enggak pendek guys. Jadi aku bakal bagi ini guys menjadi dua part, dimana kita bakal menonton untuk 1 jam pertama dulu. Dan kalau kalian pada suka, kita mungkin bakal lanjutin untuk live streaming atau di part keduanya guys. Katanya sih ini bakal jadi animasi yang absolut sinemasi. Tapi sebelum masuk ke videonya, teman-teman subscribe channel, di like, komen, dan di share juga ya guys. Thank you. Oke guys, jadi ini dia, kita sudah masuk ke dari videonya untuk yang udah ada subtitle Indonesianya guys ya, untuk ngebantu kalian dan ngebantu aku guys. So shout out ke Bohan yang udah kerja keras banget untuk ngebuat subtitle ini. So let's go guys, kita bakal langsung nonton bareng aja, oke?
The biggest social experiment in Minecraft history. I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization.
Peradaban yang realistis ya.
And just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Oh.
Now each player has the freedom to
Sosial eksperimen toh.
Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society.
Agak mirip-mirip ini guys, yang kemarin nonton siapa tuh? Minecraft Sus itu. Kayaknya agak mirip-mirip itu.
The other one,
you're kidding me.
Is a barren wasteland.
Ada di gurun. Oh, wow.
It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war?
Oh.
What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
Hey, bye.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel.
Oke.
Alright, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Jadi ini sosial eksperimen gitu guys. Oke, ada iklan di channel JLGaming gak tuh? Oke guys, jadi kita bakalan masuk ini ke videonya yang dimana ini membandingkan dimana kaya dan miskin ya. Jadi ini ada orange yang miskin, hijau itu kaya. So, coba kita bakal lanjutin. Siapa yang bakal menang?
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Oke.
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey,
Gurun tandus.
Good time?
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where the
Gak ada apa-apa di sini. Oh ya, gak ada pohon, kan gimana cara mulainya?
One to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging, and not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow
Mapnya keren juga sih.
No.
Snow biome ini aku paling benci. Ini aku baru kemarin main guys Minecraft ya, dan ada update snow biome kayak gitu. Terus kan bisa tenggelam cuy.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This
Waternya
kills a
boiling.
lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2.
Inilah bak ajar. Wih, gila Island tuh enak banget.
Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Oh, ini untuk yang orang-orang kaya guys ya. Oh, jadi tadi yang di desert tuh orang-orang miskin, mereka nggak ada apa-apa gitu.
They had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Oh.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
What
You're
now?
forcing your employees to go up and get oak.
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. It's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't
Triple
want
carrot.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft
Digaji
tools that
pakai
allowed them to
wortel.
mine underground. Hello, Saps, you doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future.
Ya ini mereka berkecukupan semua sih, serba berkecukupan sih
By the end
dibandingin
of the
tadi.
first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still
No
pretty
pain,
far
no
from having
gain.
fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular.
Ratatouille.
And you could...
Kenapa kamu di sini?
Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no! I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live in a volcano? Hey guys.
Wih, gila keren banget guys ya mapnya ya, jujur.
What the f-
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the mafia.
Yo
This
Mario.
was Linguini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very
Buat
simple:
mafia
make
dia.
friends and get rich.
Hold on, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell
Oh.
anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much even
Ya
being
gila
paid to
nyaman
work
banget
up
guys
here?
ya di kota ini ya.
People are getting paid?
People are
Later in the
getting
day,
paid. Enggak.
Island 2 would face
Kamu
its
cosplay jadi daun aja
first
sono.
conflict.
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Oh, si Call Me
About
Cass.
20 people were extracting
Dia kayak
sand
like
from the
wali
shore
kotanya
right
gitu.
next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a
PBB
government
gitu
with
ceritanya.
5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days.
Ini kenapa channelku ada iklan dah? By the way, gimana guys so far? Gila, ini aku mulai merasakan kenyamanan di sini guys ya. Aduh, bentar nih, botolku jatuh. Aku mulai merasa kayak like civilization-nya kayak like beneran dunia nyata sih. Keren sih. Oke, day 2 jadi udah hampir 50 orang miskin yang metong, dan kayak baru cuma 4 tadi kayaknya yang kaya metong.
End up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Remy the Rats was running his restaurants when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spoon.
Yeah.
I do have food.
Yo.
Private, but
I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spoon, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spoon's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions.
Oh ya, ada politik juga di sini. Yo.
Oh my god.
Yo, tengkar cuy.
Oh, he's a traitor.
Oh.
He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
Spoon had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spoon used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
Yeah.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead!
Oh, kepalanya dipenggal.
It seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon, nearly killed by some dude.
Tadi mah ada gitarnya.
Was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find droves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
Agak mirip Infinity Castle ya.
Killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Oh, hampir lagi. Ada bunuh lagi dia.
Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased! Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview...
Ya, banyak banget iklannya cuy. Nah, kematian guys, aduh, lucu juga ya kalau kayak nonton iklan di channel sendiri.
Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming out.
Oh, those are people from Infernus. They are allies.
Oh, really?
They are allies.
Lingolini had decided to share his volcano
Emang ada logat-logat Mario gitu kayaknya.
Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano.
Oh, the sacred land.
The leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the queen of Infernus.
We're a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of
itu orangnya beneran dia pakai suara. I mean, dia beneran niat banget
an army of boats.
Oh crap, guys! I think we're under attack.
It looks like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out.
Oh, ini si Cass.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade.
Oh.
We are not here to invade you, we promise.
Buat orang panik
But I didn't do anything. I just followed them.
You brought them all. I didn't do anything.
A player named 3 Below Zero profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Keren kotanya Cass guys, lumayan bagus.
Had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jophiel.
The red stands for the ground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
Barbie Land.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
Oh. I mean guys, 500 orang membuat kelompok sebanyak itu. Aduh kayak gini. Kelompok sebanyak itu ya.
We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
Yo, ada aliran sesat Pak. Jadi ini dia guys. Jadi Cult of the Lamb.
As the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace. But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
Ya, tapi ini beneran politik dan dunia gitu banget sih.
As Day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands.
Ini baru hari kedua loh.
People worried about what's going to happen next.
Baru hari kedua dan banyak banget kejadiannya. Oke. 7 orang baru metong dari orang kaya guys, udah hampir 100 dari yang si para miskin udah metong.
Now if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Oh, si Gale-Golek yang si itu.
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Legolikes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Oh no, Legolikes diincar.
They're boiling him.
Iya.
Oh my gosh.
Bye Legolikes.
The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Legolikes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Legolikes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go. By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was
parah sih guys, ada yang bunuh orang.
A Colosseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Spood was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Emperor Spood had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spood left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Ada kaunsil gitu ya.
Basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Ya, Island 1 itu island yang parah sih miskin-miskin.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
Alright, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do?
What do I have to do? The pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
Alright.
Kenapa pada heboh sama itu dah? Yo.
Now back at the Blue Cross, Benji
apa guna itu guys yang berdua si sapi itu? Kayak sama satu kayak sapi biasanya kan?
Full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westholme's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first,
before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Al-Karasina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey guys! Hello!
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh yes.
Oh, si Lingolini itu yang bagian miskin ya. Oh.
It's me.
Oh, dan itu ada kepalanya.
Small brain.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cult would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
Mereka bersatu semua tuh.
At first, Island 1 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Island 1. Oke. Jadi kita balik ke ini island kedua. Tapi oke sih guys. I mean, so far ya dia ngebuat civilization-nya beneran serasa dunia nyata banget sih. Hebat sih, niat banget sih.
What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with one
orang-orang kaya ini haus kekuasaan guys mereka. Meanwhile tadi orang-orang yang miskin kan mereka itu menyatu gitu, punya rasa kekeluargaan.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Caste Coalition. Caste's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
House of Programmer. Waduh. Lah.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Caste Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city. Oh my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already. Yeah.
I've got some news. People are concerned with a Perion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Guys, jadi tadi itu part 1 untuk editan Bohan. Nah, kita masuk ke part keduanya 20 menitan lagi ya. Jadi kita bakal coba ngeliat lagi. Dari sampai sini ya, Aperion yang menjajah peradaban lain.
It was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1.
Okay.
That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So, Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So, he sent in his place his second-in-command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited, I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Oke. Jadi si para orang kaya kayak udah panik gitu. Mereka akhirnya buat meeting guys untuk gimana caranya untuk kita nanti menghadapi si Island 1 yang cemburu sama Island 2.
As the president of a Perion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Yeah, I like that.
Ya kayak PBB sih. PBB kayak gitu guys ya, persekutuan bangsa-bangsa. Dimana kalau orang-orang yang masuk ke PBB itu, mereka gak boleh saling menyerang, saling ngebantu, dan kalau ada satu yang ke-attack, mereka semua bersatu untuk nge-attack ke orang gitu.
We need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems.
Ya, kita nggak usah perang lah, nggak usah perang, ngambil damai aja kayak Lexi Below Zero tuh bagus sih. 3 Below Zero. Nah itu bagus tuh. Kita kasih dia bantuan resource saja, biar dia itu bisa damai.
We also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
Ya.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous.
Aduh si Flexan ini si Bambang.
Making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're going to invade us no matter what. And you want to send aid to them? Guess what? They're going to take whatever you send them, food, armor, weapons, and they're going to use all of that against us.
He might have a point.
Hold on.
Mungkin
Island 1 isn't
sih.
evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about crabs.
Guys. Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal. To kill us and take our resources.
Enggak gitu juga sih kayaknya.
If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead. Which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa, are you crazy?
This is ridiculous. What's crazy, Jovial, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my God.
You have to
Ya itu kayak terlalu barbar
If we
nih.
don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
We can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone. We can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
Dia sendiri gak ada yang mau join kamu Flex. Apa Flex itu?
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
Oh banyak ya. Kayak ini bakalan jadi awal mula orang jahat deh guys. Kayak dia bakalan jadi antagonisnya deh.
Meanwhile, at West Helm,
kayaknya bakal jadi orang jahatnya sih.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Ya, meanwhile Island 1 di sini having fun banget mereka.
So you remember this guy?
Orang-orang miskin guys ya. Oh si itu. Oh itu gitarnya tuh. Oh akhirnya muncul.
All across Island 1.
Yo.
No resources to speak of, except a wooden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
Keren sih. Bagus sih guys pemimpinnya di sini.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in West Helm's justice system.
Yeah.
That said, Emperor Spood was not happy
tapi
when he heard
Colosseum
that
ini buat
yesterday
kurang orang
Benji
guys.
and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a best representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. They also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, Thank you, Spoon, for all your support.
You're welcome. I'm the best.
Glory to West Town.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Gila, keren banget mereka buatnya.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
Waduh, itu kalau meletus sih jadi pineapple semua guys. Pineapple on pizza.
Under the ground, like a Goombas.
Goombas, yo.
His main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, let me tell you a little secret.
Oh, netherite.
Some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of
bisa buat mineral
Minecraft.
armor atau sword
Had
buat banget sih.
netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not
Cheap
giving them
labor.
anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything. Lingolini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble.
Nggak mungkin sama Mario sih.
That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout. This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of...
Dia gak mirip siapa guys ya?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't about using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy? He's gonna die. Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to Sidefall.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
Dude, it's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit, okay?
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Oh, Warden. Ada Warden di situ. Oh wow. Aku belum pernah ketemu Warden sih di Minecraft sih. Tapi Warden emang sekarang tuh monster yang paling kuat di Minecraft. Nah itu kalau jadiin kayak like salah satu kemampuan apa tuh kalau bisa dijinakan guys, itu bakal kuat banget sih.
But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values.
Oh yeah.
3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war.
Yeah, betul,
as a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command. I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here could be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Apa tuh? Yang bakal terjadi katanya.
Jovial, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Oh no, Jovial dikhianati. Waduh.
Seraphim, what are you doing?
Oh no.
What? No way.
Oh no, heboh semua guys.
The second in command of Tricolor had just killed
their
own
leader,
and immediately all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jovial. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders.
Oke, jadi di satuin guys ya lagi ya.
To host a meeting tomorrow, but for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Oh, itu siapa berenang? Oh, si Seraphim coba kabur dia ya. Gila. Itu baru 4 hari dan banyak banget kejadiannya guys. Aku sampai sekarang kayak like what? Terlalu banyak informasi yang masuk di kota nih.
Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina pirates, Nova Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh no. He doesn't know the lava layers there.
What the Nobel Bucket? What?
Oh my god.
Itu like peraturan paling dasar bermain Minecraft, never dig down. Udah sampai kalau dekat lava.
We're number 1 because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1.
Oh, si
But right away, the
satpam
strength
depan
of this
rumah
alliance
guys
would be tested.
Udah mau bersatu dia ya.
Earlier, a A citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island. This was a disaster for Infernus and the Lingualini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite.
Oh iya, itu netherite-nya. Ya, ada perebutan resources lagi nanti.
Reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field. But the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Island 2
mulai ada
was
keretakan
still
sedikit
processing
di
the death
Pulau
of
1.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for
Dari
when
si
the
Seraphim
border
tadi yang
inevitably
ngebunuh si itu.
drops.
Oh iya.
Now, after Jofiel's death, Tricolor had lost a
border
lot of its
kebuka?
power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So, another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well...
Waduh.
Oh my god!
Waduh.
Wolfram's dead.
Salah satu ininya.
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Caste Coalition to complain to Caste directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived.
Netherite lebih bagus daripada diamond yang kalian pakai.
They did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbieland. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition. He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
What the?
Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
Okay.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
Enggak gitu juga sih. I mean, dia mau ngapain cuy?
Plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
3 below 0. Dia mau bunuh itu.
What do you mean has to go?
Has to go. Removed.
Ke surga.
And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
Oh, dia mau ngebrontak guys. Ya. Seperti yang kita sudah tahu. Dia pasti bakalan jadi salah satu antagonis.
We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying.
Seraphim.
Reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any
si
way.
Seraphim, Joey.
I told Seraphim to kill Jofiel.
Oh, dia dalangnya cuy. Wadaw, si itu dalangnya kayak si busuk itu. Wah, itu dia tuh yang ngehancurin ini sih. Kayak gitu tuh, makanya ada negara-negara yang ini.
But something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring it to the table. If you agree
Perang nomor
with
1.
Seraphim, please say aye.
Are you sure this is gonna
Ya,
work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofiel by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
Oh, temannya sendiri mau dikorbanin.
If you had to betray one person to save 1,000,
waduh,
would you?
Gak sampai 1.000 kali, 500 doang. Oh, dijatuhin. Oh, gila. Gila. Di atasnya ada trap guys sama Seraphim. Oh, si Sap jadi di ini dong, disalahin dong. Oh, kasihan si Sap guys, separate. Wah, parah sih. Si Flix busuk itu parah sih guys sih. Dan habis. No, ya guys. Jadi itu dia untuk dari film hari ini guys. Aduh, jadi ini guys, by the way, Bohan belum selesai untuk nge-translate semuanya. Nah, jadi kita belum bisa lanjutin lagi guys. Tapi ya ini gila nih. Ya ini jujur sedih sih. Dan ya itu aja guys, kayaknya untuk hari ini kita udah menonton untuk dari Crazy Rich versus Poor ini beneran menyentuh hati banget sih. Menurutku dia niat banget guys, si Is ini guys, dia ngebuat videonya beneran, menurutku dia buat ini dari hati banget sih. Ya dia buat video kayak hampir setahun 2 tahun sekali juga sih guys, kalau yang sebagus ini sampai 2 jam 3 jam nih episode nih ya. 2 tahun yang lalu loh videonya loh. Gila. Keren banget. Dan juga kalau misalnya teman-teman suka guys, kalian bisa coba komen di bawah aja. Dan juga jangan lupa like video ini ya, biar aku tahu kan pada suka. Dan kita bakal lanjutin untuk nonton barengnya lagi. Untuk gimana cerita sih ini guys, gimana tadi sih Sap. Dan juga ya, apakah pulau 1 sama pulau kedua bakalan jadinya war atau gimana, ditungguin aja, oke? Tapi itu hari ini guys. Thank you buat teman-teman yang temenin video agak panjang ya. Begini aja dulu. Bye bye, see you guys.